time, even if it's like Tuesday morning at 10 a.m. and it's like anybody else's normal working hours, because this guy puts a ladder, not even a ladder, he puts a lift to this one-story building, and he walks up to that wall with a power sprayer, a $3,500 power sprayer, and it takes him 30 seconds to paint this wall. He can knock off for half a day. That's a half a day's pay at overtime rates. And they painted that wall. That wall right there, they painted. We had painted it. Within 24 hours, the Anti-Graffiti Network painted over it. And, I laughed. I said, of course they painted over it. And I actually got to meet that guy, and he told me all this about his wonderful line of work. And he said, yeah, I knew that was you. I saw the mural arts credit. I figured you were just pulling a fast one. I know how you do it. Great. Because I just thought you were just trying to do that for some girl. And he's right, I was. So, 25 years after I decided that making artistic graffiti might be an okay idea, I was able to come back to the city and realize that fever dream I had as a 19-year-old to really just kind of, shape the whole neighborhood, just affect the whole neighborhood, not just a rooftop, which would be like a pebble in the pond, which is fine, but really just evoke like a tidal wave of color right down Market Street. And with the Mural Arts program, when we have these meetings in the beginning, they say things like, let me understand, you're not going to have any pictures. Like, there's not going to be any pictures in this, it's just going to be words. And I say, yeah, it's just going to be words. The Mural Arts program is an image-driven, mural program. The idea of doing murals with words really just shook into the foundation. And that was just the start of it. So, and really for us, like, the backgrounds were great. That little bit of graffiti is fine with us. It was more like, instead of like roller painting the wall with, primer and then $70 a gallon Nova Color roller paint and creating this whole hallucinatory fable of positivity, we were much more interested in saying like, that looks great, stucco rules, black spray paint is fine, it's a beautiful neighborhood, it could probably use a little more economic influx, but that's about it. Like, West Philly's great. West Philly's been great for 100 years. There's no need to overstress the fact. It's like, okay, yeah, it's a working community. It's a community that's, it's poor. It's got a lot of problems, but at the heart of it, all it really needs is more people to come in and live there. More businesses to set up, and it's fine.